Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talking about a little something. Today, boys, I'm feeling burnt out. Well, at least that seems to be what some of you guys think. Today we're gonna be talking about a little something. If you don't know, recently I put out a little bit of a community post in a video asking you guys if you want me to do destruction only. The exact words were just destruction only. Then I posted some pictures of Saber for the new Fate collab because I love Fate, I love Saber, and I thought this might be a fun idea. And needless to say, the reception was a little different than what I had expected. There was a lot of people on this post concerned about me burning out. And today, I want to talk a little bit about that. Am I getting burnt out of Honkai Star Rail? Am I getting bored of the game? Am I sick of Castorol? Am I sick of playing all these damn characters? Let's talk about it. So the top comment, which was on this post, which I just want to address quickly, was, I'll say it, no, you have so many only accounts that you could be making content for. For example, when was the last hunt only video? I don't want you to get burned out over so many accounts, just like you did with Genshin Impact. Just consider my advice. Thanks and have a good day. Very respectful comment, very kind comment. It honestly just comes out of place of concern, which I appreciate. And I respond to this comment with, to be fair, there is just no content for those accounts. Post story and new characters, like you hit a hard wall at some point with a lot of these accounts where you can no longer make progress without excessive amounts of grinding. That's the reason you see most of these accounts take long pauses, which is true. When I start these accounts, there's about 10 to 15 episode grace period of good content, new characters, fun times, and then we hit a wall of, well, albeit the Xiao Ji wall. We hit the Xiao Ji wall of a point where I'm just like, okay, 8-hour stories, I'm just good. But the story wall isn't the only one we hit. We do also come to a point where, like, I can only get so many character upgrades. Like, for example, this guy mentioned Hunt Only, which I don't... When was the last Hunt Only episode? I have to check the playlist. It was 4 months ago. And I believe the one before that was, yeah, 7 months ago. 4 and 7 months ago. Okay, now let's go and take a little look-see at that account. So currently on this account, all my characters level 80. Every single one's level 80. We have max light cones on pretty much everybody. Traces are pretty good. They're not completely maxed out, but they're like at a decent level. And relics, I have mostly gold relics, a couple blue, purple relics, which do need replacing, but pretty much everyone has gold relic. We're at a point where there's not much more I can do to improve the account. I think I'm caught up with the story besides Amphorius, which I just don't want to do because I know it's going to take 15 hours of my life away. And so because this account is at a point where I can no longer make any progress, or just not like meaningful amounts of progress upgrade wise, besides like new relics, which are kind of minor, and obviously I'm not going to record myself grinding relics, and there's no new story content besides 8-hour Amphorius story, which I'm sure we could crush. It's just a long day, to be honest. So in realism, the only new content I can make on this account is doing the end game, which at some point I'll probably make an update. At some point I'll make an update, but I'm just kind of waiting for a new hunt character, which will probably be Archer. When Archer comes out, there will probably be an update on this series. Cool? Cool. Another misconception that I want to clear up here quickly, because I did see this comment a couple times, was Kekvin, as someone who has made over 7 Genshin accounts, do not do it. Within 1 year, I was sick of all the accounts, but forced myself to play them. Boys, I'm gonna be real. It's not me playing all these accounts. I have account managers. I've had account managers for the longest time. As much as I love for y'all to think I'm a workhorse, I'm really not. I'm really not. If I'm being honest, if anything, I definitely lean on the lazier side. I have editors, I have account managers. If I'm being real, I probably play Honkai Star Rail for at max 2 hours a day. At most. And that includes recording times. And that's really not enough to make me feel like I'm burnt out. As much as I appreciate y'all thinking I'm like super busy, a crazy workhorse, I'm just simply not that. I log on to Honkai Star Rail once a day, do my little dailies on my main account. I record maybe a video or two. I go to like maybe an MOC, a pure fiction. Maybe I'll do an endgame video. Maybe I'll build a character, do an account review. But typically, I record a video or two a day. I edit for maybe like 4 to 5 hours. Even though I have editors, I still do a lot of the editing myself. And then I also do thumbnail, titles, and all that sort of work. If anything, I'm getting burnt out from editing, to be honest. The actual game itself is not really burning me out. So as much as I appreciate all the concern for me shown in the comments here, I promise you guys I'm fine. I'm really fine. And like being 100% real with you guys, if I were to get burnt out, I'd tell you guys. 100% I would. And y'all know I would, because longtime fans of my channel know that when I was burnt out of Genshin, I told you all straight up, I made a post. I said, I'm good. I canceled every single Genshin challenge that I was doing. I said, I'm no longer doing it. I'm gonna pass on Genshin. Lost a lot of fans over it. Had to rebuild a bit, but we made it work. Now, being 100% real, I did play Genshin a little longer than I had intended to. I probably would have quit that game even earlier if it weren't for contractual reasons. But because of that, I had to play the game a little bit longer until I eventually broke the contract. And I said, I'm good. I don't want to play the game anymore. But I have absolutely zero contractual obligations to play Honkai Star Rail. So if I ever wanted to quit the game, the only way it would really hurt me would be monetarily, because obviously a lot of the money I make is off Honkai Star Rail and the ad revenue off of those videos, and that obviously supports my life, right? Which I feel like a lot of people tend to forget. Even if I were to get burnt out from a game like this, it's not even like I could really just straight up quit. I would have to find something else to pivot to, like a new game or something. And right now, there's just not a ton of options. So although I have no contractual obligations, I do somewhat have like a monetary incentive to keep playing this game, regardless of if I were to feel burnt out. But I'm hoping in the future I can find maybe another gacha game I can play on this channel as like a main game that I cover full time. But we're gonna have to see where that goes in the future. So yeah, like I would tell you guys straight up, if I'm getting burnt out, you don't have to worry about me playing past a point of getting burnt out. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't see myself getting burnt out for at least till past like 4.0. The only thing I'm burnt out on is the story, which is 100% Sao G's fault. And I blame him for that, and I blame nobody else for that. That's the only thing I'm burnt out on. And I've told you guys straight up, I'm not doing the story anymore. And I haven't done the story on my main account since. I'm still not even past the My Day quest. The only reason I did the first one was to just get the Amphorius map, and that was about it. The only other time I play story is if it's on those certain accounts, which I only do to get to the boss battles, challenge myself, and because they're fun series. Boys, we legit have my favorite collab of any title I've ever seen in any gacha game coming up. I love Fate. So I'm sticking around till at least 3.4. I'm probably sticking around longer. I don't see myself going anywhere. But anyways, I think that wraps up our little video for the day. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to subscribe, like if you're new, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace.